Hey everyone, so I'm going to start doing a mini series of videos to talk about and to show how to use LinkedIn as a personal branding, presence, online presence building, a community building, and how to really utilize all the aspects of what this platform offers to expand your warm network and open up doors and opportunities. Now, LinkedIn is no longer just a Rolodex, which I used that word the other day, and somebody's like, "Wait, what is that?" Those are museums. LinkedIn is no longer the platform that's just for professional connecting with your colleagues looking for a job. It had started to shift, but especially during the pandemic, it became a networking platform, which is perfect for the Sanguine Collective and Partnership Mastermind. So it's all about creating connection, relationships, and building your warm network to create more opportunities. It's not about getting online and just using it to like sell and push your product. It's about building relationships. And it's a free platform. There are things that are worth paying for to add on for premium that I will say, but in reality, you can get in front of the person you're trying to talk to for free. So we're not here to try and make everybody LinkedIn influencers. I don't care about 100,000 people following you. I want to make sure that the right people are getting your message at the right time. And so I kind of approach it like a scalpel strategy in the sense that we want to connect with as many people as possible, but be very intentional when we're on the platform. That being said, when you are connecting, and I know you're like, I don't know if I want to talk to people. I have had some amazing relationships formed. I have met a lot of people in real life. I have some best friends that I call now because of connections on LinkedIn. And one of the biggest ways to do that is to show up as yourself and bring your whole human self, especially with the AI that's happening right now. You want to add all the different aspects of who you are and as much of your I would say your humanness is a thing now to the platform. Staying professional. It is a professional platform, but what we do outside of work influences and impacts work. So, with that said, we're going to talk about your profile page and how it is your landing page. We've got Sue here. I also have Anthony and some of the teams there, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Darren. So the first thing you notice is the profile photo, and you want to make sure that it's brightly lit. People can see your face, and it's a welcoming face. When you do, let me click here. When you do go to the news feed, your face is like your kind of like your brand. People get to know who that is. Your face follows your face and your headline follow you, whether you make a comment or whether you make a post. Um, so so here Jared made a post and Nicole commented, and I can see Nicole's comment, her face, her title, and her headline. So um, just it does not need to be professional, and this is why I'm bringing up Darren. I mean, the portrait mode on your phone works great. Now, Darren, he was working on executive teams, executive personal development, Sky and BetterUp, a big multi-million dollar companies were his prospects. And this sales industry, when he was starting, let me see, it was 14 years ago. He was 12 years ago. Um, it was very much a suit and tie and very stuffy still. And he showed up with his hat backwards, talking about how to show up online authentically on LinkedIn, and it blew people's minds. And he actually got a lot of flack and for showing up that way. But it became his brand because he taught people how to show up as a human. And so it's actually even become part of his logo. And he now still does, six and seven figure deals with executive teams, Coca-Cola, things like that, teaching them how to show up authentically on LinkedIn. And so, does it need to show your face and smiling and welcoming? Yes. Does it need to be a polished photo? No. In fact, those people who have completely polished photos are now being fingers are pointing saying that's got to be AI. And so we want to again show up as a human being. And so making sure that it is a smiling face, people are able to see it. The next thing is your banner photo. We have photos for each of the divisions of the company, to speak to which one you have, close the gap between the ambition and outcome for the marketing, the legal side of things. Um, it's real estate for you. I will say I'm a little bit different right now. My the mountains are part of my conversation. I do motherhood marketing and ultra marathons. And so these are my photos, and people get excited because they it switches every season, if not every month. And so I'll post a new photo and talk about a lesson or thought I had when I was out doing ultra marathons, because ultra marathon running, marketing, and motherhood actually are a lot of the same things, same problem solutions. And so it's a conversation starter, as well as just again something that people will remember you by. The next thing is your headline, and putting some thought behind that, as far as letting people again get to know you. Anthony is speaking directly to personal injury law firms. He is focused, that is his niche. That is where he's really good. He's an expert, and he wants to be speaking to them. And he's got his 3 million plus ARR as a social proof that he knows what he's doing. Um, Matt, currently testing 1 to 2 MVA mass tort lead sources per month. Very specific. I know exactly who he's looking for, and if I have somebody to send his way, I will send them his way. I know exactly what he's focused on while he's here on LinkedIn. He's also an avid fisherman, and so it's something that's, oh, that's cool. Me too. That's kind of the point of your profile photos. Have people be like, oh, that's cool. Oh, me too. Or, oh, I want to hear more. Oh, that's interesting. You want to show up interesting, because the more interesting you are, the more interested people will be in this really cool company that hired you. And so just adding a little bit of who you're or who you're working with, what outcome you bring, and some sort of a credibility proof point. Um, and then from there, the about section. This is this is the thing that stresses people out the most. I will hop on 15-minute calls and ask you questions, and then I can help like draft a framework for your about section. You want to make sure that your about section grabs people with the first line here. Um, the the good and bad is that only 2% of the people who visit your profile will click more, because either they've already bounced because they're not interested in connecting with you, or they see this and automatically connect with you and they don't even read this, or only 2% are actually even interested in hearing more about what you are. Now, we get really nervous about talking about ourselves, tooting our own horn. We don't want to come across like we're bragging, but what if you were at a networking event and you're like, "Oh, hey, my name's Anthony, and this is what I do, and yeah, and I have a lot of experience, 30 million ARR," and they're like, "Oh man, that's like cool. Like, tell me more about it." He's like, "Yeah, and I love what I do." Like, what if when I click more, there's only one sentence more? My feeling is gonna be like disappointment. Like, I clicked more to find out more about you, and I asked more, and you gave me one more line. Like, you don't want anybody to be on your profile and feel like, oh, like disappointed. We don't want people to feel that. So when you click more, give them some more. Give them some more about what you do. Give them some more about who you are. I click on Sue's here, and it's like there's quite a bit more, and I get to know more about who Sue is. I like that. I clicked more, and she gave me more. And so I also like the fact she's got not only professional superpower, she's got some philosophical about how she works. The kind of person who's going to show up on the call, the kind of person who's going to show up in the meeting. I want to know who that person is. I want to gather some research and some intel before I meet with Sue. It's a digital first world. People are doing their research. Let them do their research and get to know you here. And then she also has a little bit about a little personal. So I know when I'm in Melbourne and I want to explore the food, wine, and the live music scene, I'm calling Sue. Having people go, oh, me too. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Having people have that reaction on your profile is what we're going after, because you want them to add you to their network. And I'm going to teach you some different ways on how to get people to add you. Um, I don't remember the last time I sent out a connection request. Um, they mostly add me, but I'll show you the tip in a little bit. This is a cliffhanger. That's for another video. So, and something like again, Darren, he's got a lot of what he's up to. And explaining, for myself. I add in all parts of me again, motherhood, marketing, and ultra marathon. They all impact each other, and so you click more, and you get to know a little bit more, and what I've done, and then some client testimonials. And so, um, I will add some like ad lib, or Mad Lib, if you guys remember those, to help have you guys fill some things out. And or if you wanted to book some time with me, let's get on a call. I ask you some questions so that I can help you fill out this about section. So you got some personal, some philosophical, and professional. So that way then it talks about you. People get to know from just this amount on their screen who you are, who you serve, the outcome you bring, and who else you are besides just, you're not just a business robot, you're a person, and they want to get to know you, because people do business with humans first before they do business with brands and logos. So we'll stop there. Any questions? Let me know, and we'll just keep on going and building and building. And if we need to do a longer session, let me know. I am all about this. I have loved my time on LinkedIn, and I'm super excited to bring this to the Seguin Collective.